died? I think I'm actually alive now. Alright. If I'm looking at everything correctly, and if AZ Recorder and my phone have not gone full retard, I think this means I'm live. Welcome back to my Fate Grand Order streaming. It's time for some degenerate chocolate farming. Why? Because it's Valentine's Day. Husbandos and waifus need their chocolates. I've already made some headway into the event, but not much. It's mostly been craft essence farming and waiting for the proper days to unlock. Now, why is any of this important? It's not. Most of everything important's coming from this shop. This shop right here is important. It's going to have a bunch of the stuff that I'm collecting, as well as these pretty little statue chess piece things that I'm going to completely ignore, and these molds, which I think are effectively useless to me. And probably most of these mana prisms too, because screw it. It's not what I'm here for. What we're here for is a couple of things. Me to roll for servants like a complete moron, hoping I get what I want with what limited salt I have. And of course, trying out new things that may or may not work. Let's go ahead and just start with the trial quest. For the Valentine's Day event, we have at our disposal, or potential disposal, a new servant. And with this one, I'm going to bring a very particular setup into it. Everyone in the back line does not matter. The front three, the unknown support, Merlin and Hans, are the ones you should be paying attention to. They'll be doing most of the work for this. And that is correct, Rogue Blackwell. It is Nerd Saber, or as everyone else knows her, Mysterious Heroine X Alter. Okay, now the story's over. Oh, I just hit my toe. That was good. Yeah, now that story's over, I can actually talk a little or feel like I can talk a little. I'm glad you enjoyed the title and think it's dumb. That makes me feel just a little bit better. It's a murder on my ears. You know what? I'll take that. That still gives MHXA just what she needs. You know, let's break some toys. Ooh, MHXA got everything she wanted. Yeah, in short, there's technical and not so technical reasons as to why this kind of team is going to perform ideally for this setup. To break it down really easily, Hans gives MHXA all of the missing components that she desperately needs. He can be her crit star dealer. His Noble Phantasm gives her potential attack and defense buff. Most importantly, it has a guaranteed heal that gets boosted by her recovery infinite chocolate. And he basically can afford her the healing that she's missing. And because he's a caster, and casters have a very low star rate to begin with, MHXA's Invisible Hand of the King allows her to go ahead and say, you know what, no, you're not going to take any crit stars. Crit stars are going to be mine for a turn, which is pretty useful. I mean, it's a one-turn skill, but there are moments where Invisible Hand will probably become clutch. Also, stacking those effects with anyone like Merlin just means you're going to have a much easier time of generating Noble Phantasm. He's also going to help Hans on healing duty. He provides an attack booster, and even though she is a quick-based berserker, his buster buff is still really useful on her anyway. Hey, I got gems. Neat. Ooh, ow, why did she lose her skills for this quest? That's not fair. Ew. Alright, well now I get to play with a gimped fish. This is not going to be fun. Oh, Jesus, look at her. And Heroine X and her altar meet. Okay, that's pretty dumb. Oh no. Oh no. Edison, why? Oh no, if you think this story is dumb, you should have actually participated in Saber Wars. That entire event was a very special kind of stupid. think part of my brain just broke reading the fact that Edison mentioned toe beans. That, okay. This is a little dumber than when meeting Masashi, but it also has the same flair of stupidity of, yeah, this is... If you remember Saber Wars, here's not quite Saber Wars. It's pretty funny to see that this is a Saber who has fully embraced her sweet tooth. Oh, okay, wonderful. The hell? Did she just debuff herself? Attack down, defense down, debuff resist down, all for 5 turns. Okay. Okay, she still hit for a ton. How long does that last? 3 turns. I can make the most of it. Oh, that's really bad. That's really bad that she activated that. Okay. Let's just go for a Brave Chain. The 2 people that she stunned have their Noble Phantasm active. Wonderful. Let's just go ahead and ignore that then. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore your damage. How about that? I think without that handbrake, there are a couple of points there that could have actually been mildly frightening. So that's why her banner says she's a good roommate. This this thing. Hi, Helena. Did Helena just kick me too? I was a cute little robot and I got murdered. Well, that sucked. Alright, Act 3. Still gimped. Awesome. I don't know if there's anything in the way of sauce for them. I imagine there's some. anytime space is involved, anytime space or anything on the moon or anything related is involved, I notice Elizabeth seems to be the servant that's there ready to cause shit. I mean, she's one of the first antagonists you meet in Extella, so it's no surprise that she would cause trouble here too. I know, right? I guess even in the mind of a robot, it's like, all right, neat thighs. Right, neat. I get to throw my Berserker at Charles Babbage, perhaps one of the most useless casters I've ever seen. Or at least I found no use for him. I mean, I would still probably use him over Cool Blue Guy, but that's just me. Oh, why'd you have to do the sure hit thing? That's dirty. Thank you for poking the wrong targets in the correct order. Oh, she didn't get any of the crit stars. That made me sad. No. No. No, 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 no. No. You know what? No. That was a wee bit BS. And not something I'm into today. None of that tomfoolery. Right, this is actually optimal. Hans is at 300% double phantasm, and Alter's at 200, which is the highest she can get to right now. And then Merlin's going to generate 15 crit stars a turn, so let's have some fun. You know what I like? The skill rapid casting. It's weird, but this team can almost effectively end P-Loop? I'm just going to assume I had my head stabbed again. That's wonderful. Yeah, but I think in order to take the shard out of my head, I'm pretty sure that also means that my head had to be cut open in some way. Hooray, that was all of the Heroine X quests, and that's it for that. No summon ticket out of it, just a giant middle finger. Now to actually get some farming done. Oh boy. Now, what do I mean by degenerate farming? Because it's something I've said probably a few times, at least to you and maybe a couple of other people. What the hell do I exactly mean? It means I'm bringing 2 Merlins with me. And the 2 Merlins are going to do Merlin things. But I need both of them to basically be max leveled and ready to go. And I need to have access to both of their noble phantasms. On top of that, they also need to be carrying the right craft essence, which most of them are not. Which is a gigantic middle finger to me. Someone's status is Duel of the Fates. That's actually kind of funny. Hey, there we go. A Merlin who's ready to help. So as you can see here by this ridiculous party setup, I have a plus 16 to all collected coin drops. So no matter what, plus 16. It's gonna be awesome. And I don't need to use any chocolate molds because I don't have advantage really against anyone. Well, I do, the advantage usually gets wasted by me just throwing everything on Jalter and saying, hey, let's go. So basically how this works, Start with a Merlin, start with a Charisma, start with a Hero Creation X, put it on Shoulder, rinse and repeat every 3 turns. In case of Buster showing up first, kick them in the face. As Berserkers are most likely to ruin this. As are the Rider Servant. Any Rider enemies are most likely to ruin this as well. But with some luck, I can start the loop. Which goes like this. Duhane, Avalon, Avalon, and watch as this basically repeats ad infinitum. The reason why this works so well with double Merlin is that all the buffs you see stack. They stack endlessly. So it's very feasible for anyone to see why this works so well. There's 2 instances of HP recovery going at the same time. There's 2 instances of Noble Phantasm charge gained going on at the same time. You will always have an instance of an attack buff. Jolter will always have an instance of a Buster up and a max HP up. Like, all of these good things just stay forever. And the amount of crit stars generated, 10 from the first Merlin who you activate, and 15 from the second one. So 25 a turn, and that's for 5 turns, which means all kinds of good crits all day long. It's a really nice way of saying I'm never going to be short of actions to take. Which is really good because sometimes it's... yeah, you kind of need to be able to call the shots. Especially when you're staring down a very ugly boar who wants to rip you apart. Okay, that's bad. 2 more turns of recovery. What I can do right now is this, because the boar is going to die. Alright, so I have 1 turn of 2000 HP recovery, 1 turn of 10% Noble Phantasm gain, and 1 turn of 25 crit stars generated. I don't think that's enough. So let's generate 20 Noble Phantasm, 4000 healed HP, and 50 crit stars, so no matter what I do, I will critical on my next turn. That sound good? I think that sounds good. Let's do it. Look at that string of delicious buffs. So I don't trust anything that's about to happen. I like that even less. Oh, I forgot he had Invuln Pierce. Nah, because he was special. See, isn't this fun? I get to shove every enemy I possibly could through a torturous hell consisting of endless, burning stakes. And as long as I keep Merlin alive, I don't have to worry about any of it. Oh wow, that's a lot of these completed. Okay. It's not really quick, it's flashy, it's fun, and it's what I could do because I have a Merlin that's maxed out and a Jalter that's maxed out, so I get to say, let's burn the world, and I get to have fun doing it. I'm gonna collect all my crap in this box. Alright, I also need some more saber ones. Which means, guess what? I get to look for another Merlin that has what I'm looking for. Yours will do. It just means if I need to use an invincible breaker skill, I need to use yours first. Because the last thing I want to do is die in the middle of a quest. But the invuln thing, it's his longest cooldown skill. I think even at max rank, it's 6, 7 turns? So it's definitely one of those in a pinch things, a lot like David's party evade. Alright, I've shown off the Noble Phantasm chain that makes this trivial, so I'm not gonna bother with it at normal speed again. I'll gladly fast forward. The advantage of doing this one, the Knight class one, is I don't have to worry about class disadvantage. I don't have to worry about riders beating the shit out of my poor Merlins. What I do have to worry about, though, is archers getting to their Noble Phantasm or their max charge before they're killed. And that Enkidu is just going to be an outright a-hole to me for now. There we go. I needed one crit in there. Just means a lot of damage up in a lot of bad places. Gimme all stars. Nope, that didn't kill him. That's bad. Oh, but she's invincible. Yes! Let's do mean things. Now this is going to suck because I can pretty much guarantee that this is not going to go exactly how I want it to. And that's actually going to be okay. I might be able to get away with this still. I would like to stun him, though. The Gazer is probably the most dangerous of the chocolate enemies. Because that Archer eyeball has ruined so many runs I had in America. And every chapter past that. He is not fun. He's just a complete a-hole. Yeah, I knew I wasn't going to do that much damage to him. The only good news about the Gazer is that he can't increase his own... He can't charge his Noble Phantasm, which is good. I mean, using the Gondor to buy a turn was relatively pointless for me. I just don't like that Merlin was that low on HP. That never bodes well for me. I've never seen it end well, at least. See what I mean? Just a big bunch of bullies. Yeah, I don't mind if that works. Hooray, he dropped something. I don't know what he dropped. It's probably good. And at this point, I'm almost safe to loop again. Yeah, this is about the setup I expect it to have, too. How long is the attack thing going? Well, no, that's about right. Okay. How long is that one? Alright, I can make that work. I can make all of that work. What I need to do is some damage to her, and... I don't have to ignore damage this round. I feel like there's a step I'm forgetting. That's not good. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore damage for that upcoming turn, if that's okay. I'm also just gonna layer on all these buffs. Let's make them thick. What? You're that angry that I beat up Enkidu earlier? I'm probably gonna end up doing that every run of the night. Chocolates I'm gonna have to do. The good news is at this point, the numbers game says that I win. Because dealing with Kid Gil is gonna be nothing. And Ishtar is mostly dead. And that's about what I could hope for. But I forgot, I need to take care of Kid Gil really quickly. Because he could do a thing I don't like. And no one gives a shit about Fat Saber. Oh no, whatever will I do? Insurance policy, even though I don't, it won't do anything. Blip. Burnt French toast is good at her job. As long as she has these two strapping men with her. It's most of this week's master missions done just on 2 runs of the chocolates. It's almost brain dead farming. It's just finding out, okay, how can I get this to where in 3 to 4 turns? Old noble phantasms are ready to fire. I keep generating critical stars until the cows come home. And I'm just swimming in materials. How long till I get to that point? Once you figure that out, it's game over for everyone else. For you, it's just, you get to laugh like a madman. After this one, I'll trade in some of the chocolates for the Valentine's Day items the craft essence and cutscene things that I want to see. Just a few. All the others that I want and will do are going to be done off stream. That's not good. I can handle one starting berserker, a second I'm not too kosher with. Okay, this means I gotta melt everything really fast. Alright, that could have gone much, much worse, and it didn't. I don't like when this round opens up with 2 berserkers. Demon heart, give me. Kalima. Actually, I might have lied. I forgot since the chocolate demons are here. What I'll probably end up doing is using my caster chocolate mold pieces just so the demons appear more often. And with the demons with a higher appearance rate, I'm just going to farm them for hearts. And on a lot of runs, I'm seeing people get 2 hearts. Like 2 heart drops per run, and that's really, really good. And I would very much like to take advantage of something that delicious. If it's no trouble to anyone at all. Ow! You hit my Merlin for way too much, buddy. I appreciate exactly none of that. Alright, we're basically going to fresh loop this. Not ideal, but I don't care. The caster will be dead, and I'm still going to get 1 turn of what will pretty much amount to 40% NP charge, which is going to be good. What I am going to do to bolster this, though, is still use Jalter's own attack up skills. Oh, and that's a very good reason why. Nope, nope, nope. Fuck everything I just saw there. Alrighty then. Don't want to deal with you either, Nightingale, but I think Raiko's the worst threat. I forgot having double Merlin means even his tissue paper defense isn't really a factor once I start getting 2 of these off. I mean, that was a really bad mistake, but okay. You cut my MP down. That was rude. Oh well, I don't care. Lol. Yeah, all I'm missing is the baking chocolates. Hey, the heart demon didn't drop hearts. Big middle finger to you, buddy. Just big, fat middle finger. I mean, I can't complain. He dropped a caster gem. That's still nice. All right. Yeah, let's give chocolates to servants that I want to. Let's start with the guys, because there's only a couple that I really want to have gifts from. Starting with probably my favorite and the servant I started with on day 1. If anyone deserved any gift on Valentine's Day, it would probably have to go to Emiya. For you, Emiya, a token of my gratitude. I would like an alarm in case I was in danger of slicing my own damn finger. That'd be nice. And thus I received from Emiya the kitchen starter set. I'm not joking. This would be the kind of set that would just have me just, head over heels loony at that point. It's like, okay. Alright, now to do one of the ones I absolutely had to do when I saw it, just because. I have to give I have to get the plushie. Give me a hippogriff. Give me a 1-to-1 scale hippogriff plush. Because Japan and traps, that should be all the reason you need. That's why Astolfo looks like a girl rogue. Vlad taught me how to make plushies. Oh. Oh no. I'll tell you what happened to Stolfo. Kiyohime got incredibly jealous of you giving me a 1-to-1 size hippogriff plush, is what just happened. And so, from the Mad Paladin of Charlemagne, I receive a 1-to-1 scale hippogriff plush that Vlad apparently taught Astolfo how to make. Okay, just looking at that, I'm immediately reminded of those carnival fair prizes, the ones that are way too damn big that there's no way they fit in your car at all, so you have to tie them down with a rope to the roof. Or you somehow get a trailer for it. The fact that he dedicated himself to finishing a 1-to-1 scale plush of this magnitude is pretty impressive. I ain't gonna lie. I'm keeping it. Alright. Who else on the guy's side do I want to receive something from? Ooh, this is tough, because there's two that I want to give something to. But again, I'll probably do most of that off stream. The big one in particular that I need to give something to is Merlin. I need to do Merlin right now. I need Puppet Foe. Magus of Flowers and his gift. Puppet of Best Mascot. Okay, that's pretty shameless right there. He's thinking of commercializing it. That's actually really funny. I would probably stab someone for a plushie though. Well, for a puppet of this, it's still good mascot. Good reason to stab someone. Now we move on to assassins. Probably the assassin I had to give my apologies to the most after learning he was incredibly well worth the pain, the trouble, the effort. Having gone through so much and having nearly just disregarded him is a low-star, useless servant. I learned how very wrong I was, and he served me well. Cursed Armasan. You deserve my thanks. Cursed Arm Hassan is a teddy bear. He's wonderful and eternally grateful. The man works so hard. Even his interludes, anything you go through with him, just it shows you how wholesome he is. How much he genuinely cares for you. And so from Hassan, and very appropriate on a cold southern Nevada night where it's dipping to 30 degrees right now, ugh, I get a throw. A universal throw that is Hassan's favorite. It can be used as a cape, a blanket, a curtain, even a rope. It's new, so it is spotless. You can also clean your phone with it. He gives you a micro fleece throw. He is ever thoughtful. After going through his ascensions, going back and listening and looking at the character voice lines, I saw just how grateful he was to be seen as useful and how much he will protect and fight for you. He is very grateful and very kind. He deserves a lot of this. Oh boy. What are we at? Berserkers now? Well, I think I only have... Let me check how many female berserkers there are. Because I think... Yeah, there's a few I could give him to. I'm not giving to you, Kiyohime. No. At least I'm not going to give to Kiyohime on stream. Not this one. I'll have to give to the two berserkers who have been with me from the beginning. Because I pulled them both relatively close to each other. Let's start with Lancelot Berserker. I can pick up a word here and there. Okay. The fact that he shouts mercy at you is actually really hilarious. I like how you recognize immediately what that is, and so do I. A friggin' thumbs up. Oh, this is why I love berserkers. They're hilarious. This particular gift is really hilarious to me because I watched the entirety of Fate Zero. So I totally know exactly which moment this is from. And that makes it great. Lancelot's gift to me. A stolen sword from the treasury of the gates of Babylon during his fight with Gilgamesh. Stolen goods? Nope. A spoil of war. Yes, it is. Now for the one servant who, without a shadow of a doubt, has genuinely been there since the beginning. The first SR, the first gold servant I ever had on this account. Heracles. I have carried you through every singularity, every challenge quest. A lot of it I don't think I would have been able to do without you at this point. I don't care if Gil sees me with the sword. He's just like, mine now, bitch. I get a thumbs up from Heracles too. Oh, that's neat. I get a throw from Hassan and a hoodie from Herc. From the man with the god hand, the king of 12 labors, Heracles. A boar's hide turned into a hoodie. It is warm. Wearing it may make you a little berserk. You should never forget your wild nature. Yeah, no. I'm very much like that. I have this from the first servant that was ever in my command. In a very stupid way, it means a lot. And considering it's snowing in southern Nevada right now, this probably comes in more handy than I realize. Alright. With this, we have reached the end of the line for the men. And because I was very lucky to pull him, we need to give chocolates to a very special, if not derpy, Avenger. I don't know if I'd make the cake as the chocolate as sweet as a spoonful of cake frosting. I'd probably do spice chocolate, if anything. And with your dark humor, I'm pretty sure your attempts at comedy would win me over in a heartbeat. All the world's evil. Not so evil, is he? Not when he gives me this. The devil's bandana. There's an odd sentiment to it. Alright. I am going to regret this. I have females to give chocolates to. I've always wondered what receiving a gift from Nero would be like. She's pretty forward about giving you a gift. That's actually really impressive. And so, from the Emperor herself? That is an expensive looking chocolate. I'll be right back though. I need to take care of a very small animal. Alright, now that I'm back, now to receive something from Altera. Just because I wonder what exactly I would be given. Scourge of God herself has given me a chocolate. Wrapped as her crystal would be. For archers. Well, I saw this coming. And so from the troublesome archer herself, chocolates from Chloe. For Lancers. Yep, I have to. Because I didn't do it in the men's one, I have to do it here. And with that, I have received the red flower from the divine weapon himself. Well, itself. Oh boy, it's writer time. I said I would do her cutscene first. Ryder Mordred. Ryder, Mordred, and Pocky. That's perfect. It's okay, Mordred. Let's get treasure chocolate. That sounds neat. Very short lived, but sweet. Treasure chocolates. I would be glad. Also, what am I supposed to do with that treasure? Like, damn, that's a lot of treasure. And so, from Mushi Wakamaru, a chocolate katana. Lovingly handcrafted and made by Ushi. I mean, if it's this master crafted, that would be neat. How would I safely wield it? Alright, Martha Ryder. And so Martha, in all of her JoJo-style glory with her mighty fists, gives me homemade cookies and a chocolate dumbbell. This is actually quite the assortment of cookies. Alright, for this I am going to bend the rules just a tiny bit. I'm going to convert over 20 coins into caster coins. Because I know for a fact I want to receive something from Tamamo. Who do I want the other chocolate gift from? Media, Naito, Halloween Elizabeth, or Irisville von Einsburn? All right. And so, from the troublesome Kitsune herself, the ninefold nested confections. Well, okay, that's an interesting comment. That aside, though, these look fantastic. Like, this kind of borders food porn. Like, they look amazing. All different treats, too. I'm not sure which one I'd go after first. Maybe the tart in the center left. Probably that one. Oh, macaroon. It wouldn't last too long in there. That might need to be eaten first for freshness. The thing with the fresh strawberry on it. Yep, this is why this is hard. I'm indecisive as hell. And so from the pharaoh, an incarnate of the god Anubis, the blessings of the Nile, chocolate pyramids. You know what? I'm just gonna say it. She gave me Toblerones. She gave me her own Toblerones. And two Medjed for some reason. The Medjed have something to say. What will you do? Speak, fight, complain to Nitocris that it's hard to eat with him watching. I don't think I would do number 3, not unless I wanted to die. Alright. On to the assassins. Come here, Jack. She's so happy. From Jack the Ripper, the Terror of London. The Misty Night Murderer. The Present Dear Mom. You did work hard. I honestly can't say no. I can be freaked out and impressed at the same time, though. Alright, Shiki. I already know the universal rule of the Nasuverse that no one is allowed to waifu Shiki, so I don't. This is another thank you to a friend who has made a difference and helped. As of late, Shiki is definitely right. She wouldn't know that she hit my sweet point weakness just right. Because lately I've been a bit of a sweets fiend. So with this, the girl from a distant singularity, I received the red and white chocolate. Alright, Berserkers. Because I guarantee this is going to be wholesome as crap. Let's give chocolate to Fran. From the creation of Dr. Victor Frankenstein, his attempted Eve, hexagon choco bolts. A giant heart on a piece of paper. Oh, aren't you wholesome? All right, Prinny. This is for you, Nightmare Prinny. For Ibaraki. Oh. Okay, someone at Delightworks and everything really likes Ibaraki Doji to have written this for her. This is wonderful. And thus, the banana oni gave me something sweet. Without taking a single bite, huh? I guess I'm not the only one with a new sweet tooth lately. And now we have hit the last set of chocolates. From both Jean's and Martha Ruler. This is my one chance I get to be a monster to her. I'm gonna be a complete a-hole and take it. I gotta keep going. I didn't say you had to wear that getup. That's mostly on you. I am not using that option. Okay, Ruler Martha is pretty adorable. That killed me a little. All this warm stuff on an appropriately cold night too. I absolutely did not forget about today. I didn't make this cocoa in a rush. All right. And so, from the saint herself, chocolates from Jeanne d'Arc. I better not let Gilder Eyes see this. Alright. And for the last one, at least for the last one on stream. And the one I'm glad I was able to save for last, chocolate from Jalter. Self-destructing giant destruction chocolate. It's a hell of a name. Cute chocolate? I'm gonna take a bite. Oh no. From the burnt French toast queen herself. The chocolate with a really long ass name. Chocolate from Jeanne d'Arc altar. Don't you think having my face drawn on the chocolate is the worst insult anyone could receive? It seems silly when she puts it that way. On top of that, she says, the more delicious it is, the more Master will be distressed by not being able to eat it. So she gave her everything to make it as delicious as possible. By the way, Shakespeare was the one who suggested all of this to her, and he is currently in hiding. T-minus 5 minutes until she catches him and burns him at the stake. Yeah, no, I believe it. Shakespeare's a dead man. A hilariously dead man. But hey, thanks for teaching her how to make chocolate. Alright. Let's turn some of the rest of this into normal stuff so I could get mana prisms. No mana prisms. Hello, high brain. No, 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 no. So I could get blazes of wisdom, because I am not a stoop. Yep, those. Nope, Shakespeare's a dead man. It's way too late for him. He be boned. So I did say some diabetes farming, obviously not a whole serious lot. I have a crap ton of apples. I'll probably be doing more of the serious farming tomorrow. I will end the stream on a good note, though. I will do a tiny bit of pulling. I will throw tickets at things, including the ever terrible story summoning. Now, when are these rate-ups going through? Here's the problem. I don't want to do any more summoning right now. Because right now, the rate up for the units is split. And part of me is really greedy and wants to try and go for MHXA when she's on her own. Because Francis Drake can just appear for me whenever now. You want me to do a 10? Fine, I'll do 110, but in the Francis Drake banner. So I have a chance at 2 new ones. Wish me luck. That is the 5-star CE. That is awesome. I am happy. I'll take cute orange hat. I was gonna say, did I just get Maputo food? Because that was a really quick back-to-back servant thing. Or is that double Ushi? Yeah, doubles. Man, luck is by no means on my side tonight. Friggin' naked Kirei, that's about the worst thing that could have happened. Oh, okay. Did I get banana spooked? think that's Noble Phantasm level 5 Frankenstein, which is about the most unreal thing I could say coming out of this event so far. Well then. That was very unexpected. All right. And just because you said you wanted it, let's go for the guys. Gave me a heart attack too. For a minute I thought I got spooked by Alter. No, the cute orange, that's actually a really good craft essence. Like, there's actually really good stuff in that banner. Did I just get a duplicate of Lubu? Divine Banquet. Ooh, Chocolatier. Another 5-star craft essence. Well, it's not a mineral, so I'm already miles above. A second Chocolatier? Okay. Damn, alright, and another Holy Shroud of Magdalene. Gem Magecrafted Tomb Bro. Why? I am Craft Essence, man. All my craft essences were gold. These Chocolatiers aren't bad. I might want to play around a little with these. I don't really know who to give them to. They're really nice, though. Like, that's really nice. Alright. The rest of the serious farming I'll have to save for another time. Alright, for the moment of shilling I promised. All of what I'm doing tonight, all of the past streams that I've done, wouldn't have been possible without the wonder and encouragement of my friends and, in some way, extended family in Discord, in particular a group known as Gateover. What we are is a family of sorts of nerdy gamers with very very spread out, just a myriad of hobbies, likes, and joys. Things from cooking, shooters, obviously mobile games, PC games, art, music. There's probably a board for everything in the Gate Over community. So anyone following, anyone watching, whoever wants to learn any more about it, feel free to hit me up however you can, and I will gladly share all my information about us, because I know we would definitely like to do a little bit of growing. But for now, this is my sign off. I'll probably do another stream later in the week. Oh, and because it was just put down in chat, hashtag shameless advertising. You damn right it is. And I am definitely proud of it. Go Team Gate Over. So, from me to everyone else, have a happy early Valentine's Day. And even if you don't celebrate, get yourself some chocolate, eat it. If you're allergic, throw it at someone who likes it. And tell them how hard it was for you to get it for them because you're allergic to it. You know, make them feel bad. So, good night, everyone. And definitely try and stay warm. Till next time. Probably later this week. This is Silverwolf signing off.